crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Buying time to his left. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Patriots at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 1, Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Neil Farrell putting his mark on the game with a sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Counter play with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Patriots, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the 22, Watson. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Watson now to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Carr. He's got Fuller. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Watson finds his tight end Ingram. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On second down, this is Harris. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Carr fighting his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Now Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Watson's throw there complete to Myers. There's the stiff arm. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
Touchdown, Patriots! Damian Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Setting up the screen, Harris. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. This take it in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Jones. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man right side, Myers. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still throwing here with a big 3rd quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's home for the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes this 35-0 now. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Throwing now is Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball. And
now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They hand this off to Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they go back to Harris. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Carr now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's another carry for Harris. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Here's Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run with Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Carr. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. The 20, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line for a touchback. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The slant connects with Davante Adams. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 75 yards. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start the drive with Harris into about the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Harris running straight ahead. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Watson now to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. On the give, this is Harris. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.